Hello everyone, in this video I will explain how to import the components which are drawn in Solid Edge to Fusion 360 for assembly purpose. So we will download the components of this bracket assembly from internet. So I will provide this link in description of this video and we can download these files. So now I have downloaded the files in this computer. Okay, so we will import this file in Fusion 360. So I have opened here Fusion 360 software, and here I will create one folder at assembly. Open that folder and click on this upload button. Here we can select the files. Open the folder in which we have stored those files. So here these are the Solid Edge files. So select these part files and click on open. So here these three files are selected and we are uploading these files in assembly folder. So click on upload button. So it will take some time to upload these files. So we can see here these components are uploaded, and we can close this window now, and we can see here under this assembly folder these three components are uploaded. Basically we have to create the assembly of this bracket. Okay, so we have imported these three components. Now to start with the assembly, first we have to save this file. So without saving this file we cannot import the components. So first step is we need to save this file. So this is the bracket assembly. So I have given name as a bracket assembly. So that name will appear here. Now we will import the component one by one. So we have to assemble like this. So let us import this component first, C bracket. So here you can directly click and drag, or you can right click and select insert into current design. Now here by using this arrow we can move this object and we can place as per our requirement. So here I will just keep as it is and press OK. Now here we can see this C bracket tab is created, and under this is body and origin of this bracket. Now we can merge origin of this bracket with origin of assembly. So this is the, so if I highlight, you can see here this is the origin for assembly and this is the origin for bracket. So there are two different origins. So we can join these two. We can join these two origins. So click on this assemble and select this joint. You can also use shortcut key J to select this command. So click on this, then this window will pop up, and here we have to select these two origins. So I will select origin of this bracket, and then I will select origin of this assembly. Okay, and press OK. So these two centers will coincide. Okay, also we can right click on this and we can select ground, so that this will be fixed now. So this component will not be movable now. Now import other components. So we have to assemble like this. So let us import this component. So this is the spacer. So right click on this and select insert into current design. So here also we can rotate, we can move up and down, so as per our requirement. Okay, so let us keep as it is. Now here we have to place this spacer below the C bracket. So here the component which we will select first that will move to the component which we select second time. So let us take the joint command and we will select this circular arc. Okay, then we have to select the circular arc of this hole at bottom. So click shift button and scroll button and move this like this, and then select this circle. Okay, and click OK. So by default you can see the motion. We can give different type of constraint here, revolve, spider, like this. So here by default I am selecting rigid for all the components, so it will be fixed one. So click OK. Now insert one more C bracket which can be assembled on this side. So right click on this and select insert into current design. So we can move that as per our requirement. Okay, we can also rotate this. So rotate as per the requirement. Okay, so -180 degree. Press OK. Then similar to this joint, we have to give joint for these two components. So again you can directly press J button to select the joint command, then rotate this, select the circular arc, just select circular arc, don't select the hole, then rotate and select the circular arc. So it will be placed like this. So press OK. Then we can insert this peg. So right click on this and select insert into current design. We will create joint between these two parts. Select the joint command, then select this surface, then this cylindrical hole. Now here we can move this. So we will keep 10 mm above this and press OK. So we can rotate and see whether it is properly. So it is properly placed. Similarly, take another peg and place on this side. So again we can give joint here. Select joint command, select this cylindrical surface and select this cylindrical hole. So we can rotate and we can move this in downward direction. So we can keep 10 mm above, press OK. So it is properly placed now. Similarly, take one more spacer cord to place on top side. So you can move in upward direction. We can rotate like this. And then we can select joint command. So click OK and select joint command under this assembly. Select this joint command. Now see, this first part is grounded, so it cannot be moved. So we cannot select this as a first component, because when we select first component, then that first component will move to the component which we select second time. So this component is grounded, so it cannot be moved. So here we cannot select this first. So let us select this circular arc, then select this circular arc. And press OK. Now here also we need two more pegs. So insert two more pegs here. So one and one more, two. And press OK. Now select joint command, select this surface and this surface. We can move in upward direction by 10 mm, rotate and see. Just keep it like this. Okay. Then similarly click J button and select this joint command. Select this cylindrical portions. Okay. Just to move in downward direction like this and press OK. Now you can see here this assembly is completed. Now we have to create its front view, top view, side view, and we have to create the bill of material for this. So let us close this and click on design, then drawing, and select from design. So here we will select A3 size sheet and all units will be in mm. So click OK. So we can see here this A3 sheet will open and we can place this base view here, then click OK. Then to project this we can select here project view option, then click and move the mouse in downward direction. So this is top view. Similarly, if you move in this direction we will get side view. If you move cursor on this side, then we will get isometric view like this. So press enter key. Now we want this should be in shaded form, so double click on this and select this option, shaded or this. Here we can see hidden edges like this, or if you don't want to see hidden edges, then click here, press close. Then we can give the different dimensions. So we can give different dimensions like this. Then we can create the bill of material. So for that, just click on these tables and select here parts list. So you can see here automatically this will provide the numbers and automatically this list will be created. So we can locate this number as per requirement. We can also edit the title box. So double click on this. So this is bracket assembly. This is drawing number 6. Here department we can enter make technical assembly practical and finish property and export in PDF. So this is the PDF that we have created now. So I will provide the link for downloading this component in description of this video, and you can also try with other assemblies and prepare your own assembly.